Hi gang, welcome back to the Ornery Latina ever. Do you know what makes me very ornery? Having to redo these videos over and over and over again, because sometimes I want to be a one-time winner, but sometimes practice makes perfect, and sometimes in the creative process we lose a little bit because we're trying to get the lighting right and all that bullshit. So anyway, today is Fucktard Friday, and I want to talk about the ultimate fucktards, because you know what, it's really important that we are addressing my reading selection. Okay? So my first book I got, Roger Stone wrote it. It's called The Bush Crime Family. We all know this, and so we had 8 years of that, and they were right there with the Clintons, and they were one big, happy, horrible family. And so anyway, they're doing whatever they can to sabotage our president, and the reason is because of this book, The Pussification of Americans. Okay, so we can't have boys that are boys. We can't have any people procreating, God forbid. Only just the illegal aliens can. And we have to diminish the American values by diminishing the people, and the way we do that is that we don't have a clear definition of their genders. So instead of boys and girls, we create a third party and have it's, and God forbid you can say he or she anymore, okay, because we have to be very open to Anyway, the Freedom of the Press book by Mark Levin, I started reading this. This was a little bit too heavy for me, Karl Rove, because I'm just a moron, a little brain. So I used the book to smush the cockroach the other day that Manikia was trying to catch, and there must be cockroach juice somewhere on the book. But anyway, this book is full of shit. You people thinking that this book is good, I mean, you know what, this is placating right into the fake news, fake media, and the Bushes are bad. Hey, if the Bushes are fucking bad, so are the Bushes, because they are right there together to what is that term about they're thick as thieves, right? That's it. Okay, so basically, birds of a feather flock together. So if the Bushes are bad, then how can or if the Clintons are bad, how could the Bushes be good? Because good people don't hang out with bad people. Okay, so that's just my idea. Okay, so you'll never see me hanging out with the Bushes, because then if you do, you'll say, hey, that Dee has turned into a real bad seed. Bad seed. What happened to her? She used to be so nice. Anyway, no, you'll never see me hanging out with the Bushes. You'll never see them hiring Dee, because delightful Dee will never work for them. Okay, never, ever, 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 ever. Okay, so that will never happen. If you see that, that something's wrong, that somebody just programmed me. They put a chip inside my head and made me into this crazy person. So I'm not a crazy person. I'm absolutely sane. Anyway, the pussification of American boys. That's what's behind all the craziness. Is that we don't raise boys to be boys. You can't point guns and play cowboys and Indians anymore. You have to stay inside and pretend to shoot people in video games. I mean, and that's supposed to be really helpful for the growing, mature mind, is programming our boys to be desensitized to killing. And then you create this whole propaganda, kind of like the Muslims did with the Shiite boys, when they conditioned them to be jihad terrorists by raping these little boys and putting them in a little school so they can pray to Allah. Anyway, it's no different. Okay, if you think so, come speak to me. We'll have a healthy debate over it. But anyway, I just really feel, in all honesty, that the funniest person out there, Rush Limbaugh, was talking about women, and they have this new implant thing, and what was it called again? A penisectomy or something like that, or a dickectomy, or what?
Addictomy.
Oh, an addictomy. Anyway, God, I can never get things right. But you know what? I thought that was so funny of him and so clever, because you know what? Even if you add a dick to a woman, it still isn't a man. And I certainly have no desire to ever be a man, because you know what? I like being taken care of, and that whole idea of hunting, gathering, and providing for another person and being responsible, that's just not part of who I am, okay? You know, like I'm just the Betty fucking Crocker, you know. You bring me the goods and I will bake you something wonderful if so long you're hunting and gathering. If you stop hunting and gathering, I stop baking. That's just how I work, you know, because nobody works for free, bitches. And then we have all these bitches out there that like pussify the guys and they go, oh God, I could earn the money and I'll pay for this. You know, fuck you stupid cunts. I mean, seriously, I think that's so stupid, okay? Like, why would you want to ruin a good thing? You know, who needs to fucking work? It's so stressful. That's why they pay the Hispanic women to stay around and raise their own babies, you know? They keep the Hispanic women home so the men go out and work, and it's like, and the whole thing is like, we're too stupid to fucking see this, okay? So they're taking all the jobs and they're getting paid to come over here and working for less, and we're subsidizing them because we're too stupid to see that. We take two people to make an earning that one person used to make because they're so fucking stupid, and they're like, oh, this is a good thing, the vagina hats and the women's lib and all that fucking stuff, you know. Fuck you, you vagina people. You want to hear something crazy? Women wearing their like sex organs in hats, you know, with like little pubic hairs, you know, on top of their head. I mean, that is fucking crazy. And they're like, oh, Trump is crazy. Oh my God, he looks like the pillar of strength and insanity compared to some of these fucking liberal women. You know what? How can a guy find that attractive or sexy? Because I just think it's utterly disgusting. Okay, and that's why so many of those liberal women are lesbians. Oh, dang, you're so rude. Oh my God, come on, seriously. Would any guy want to tap that shit? You know what? It repulses me. It repulses me. You know why? Because it's just a bunch of stupid back ass shit. Like, what kind of women like all walk around with knitted vagina hats? You know what? You don't see men walking around marching with fucking penises on their head. We would think they lost their minds. Would you want to go out with a guy that, like, you know, puts his organs on top of his head and wants to kill his baby? You know what? Why would somebody want to kill children? Like, you know what? It makes no sense whatsoever. You know, and I'll never get it, and I'm so glad. You know what? You can call me crazy, but you know what? I think that children are a blessing. It's something that God gave us as a gift, and I find it so questionable when women sit there and make a whole party about killing children. I think it's just evil. It's just as evil as a man going into Walmart and shooting people up. So anyway, if you like my video, forward it, and if you don't, up yours. Have a great